Make it. All right, Shalom with the I.S.U.P.K started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. And today is a Monday history class. So classes in the I.S.U.P.K Monday all the way till Friday. You know what I mean? We got the Monday, which is today, the history class. We got Tuesday, the Brotherhood class from London by Officer Shamgar himself. We got the Brotherhood class. You know what I mean? We got the Brotherhood class. No, we got Salakia, the law class every Wednesday, 7 to 9. And we got scripture breakdown, 7 to 9 on Thursday as well. And we got under ends on Friday, which is 9 to 12. And all these classes are 394 Lodge Road, B18, 5 PW. 394 Lodge Road, B18, 5 PW. Bit crooked, but just play with it, you see. 7 to 9. Also, make sure you pay tithes. 10% of anything you earn goes to the priests and prophets of the Lord, man. If in the UK and you want to say pay tithes, just contact the website or the I.S.U.P.K number as well, man. You know what I mean? If that's a miss or
no, just the Google My Business
and Google My Business as well, man. Make sure you make sure you check that out as well. And the I.S.U.P.K United Kingdom on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the lot. Also, you can, if you want to find a school, you can put it into Google Maps, man. It's official. We're official with it, man. I need to type in I.S.U.P.K. I'm dead serious. If you're all the way up north, down south, Bristol, Canterbury, wherever the case may be, all you gotta do is punch in I.S.U.P.K on your Google Maps, man. And it'll give you the directions to the school, man. You know what I mean? Right to the doorstep, man. You let you know right down to the T. Let you know where we are. Also, Shalom Matthew, Shalom Danica. Also, if you want to, you got any questions, you can type in the chat. Also, type it in the chat. And also, make sure you watch The Grill by Command General YAHANNA. You know what I mean? The last angry black man. You feel me? Black Watch, which is every Monday, 2 a.m. Make sure you log in and watch that. Come with your questions as well, man. You know what I mean? Command General YAHANNA got all the hot topics in the black community. Also, on the ends, make sure you watch that every Friday, 9 to 12. Make sure you call in. You know anybody that wants to be on the show? Anyone who's significant, no, man. Don't get any clown, any joker. Anyone who's significant, you can bring on the show and so forth, man. And I think that's about it. So we're going to get into our class today, which is gospel music is more destructive than drill, man.
That's right.
Slap it on. Dead out. Dead. You know what I mean? Gospel music is more worse than drill. Now, people hear that and they think, oh, no, man. You know what I mean? U.P.K, man, are tripping, man. That can't be so, man. The other one, I guess put it on one, you know. That's a lie. Listen, let me tell you something. Gospel music is more worse than drill. I'm going to show you the music that the men played in the Bible, man. I'm going to show you the music the men played in the Bible. Then I'm going to show you the difference from what they play in the Bible, the men of God played in the Bible, to what gospel music is today. Gospel music, what's wrong? Not in there at all. Where is it? If I follow it around, it'll be there somewhere with the Sabbath service and whatnot. You know, according to the Bible, gospel music is not the music that King David was playing, man. Gospel music, gospel means what? Good news, man. And the music that they sing in church is not good news, man. It's actually the opposite. It makes men weak, man. This is not the time for a black man to be weak.
That's right.
Right by now, this is the time for a black man to be strong, man. And gospel music makes you the opposite of strong, man. Gospel music makes you want to cry, makes you want to hug yourself and sing and hold your arms up to the Most High, man. All these men damn near crying. You got it. Let me tell you something. People look at rap music, people look at dancehall, and look at grime. You know what I mean? And these music, what? Nowadays, they're negative. They talk about stabbing each other and killing each other, man. Originally, these type of genres or music, dancehall, rap music, grime, R&B, and so forth, man. They was made what? To talk about the struggle that black people go through.
That's right.
In the 80s, what? Black people came together, man, and made something called hip-hop, man. And guess what? What did the first pioneers of rap music talk about, man? Talk about struggling, man. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under, man. Talking about struggling. And guess what? I'm going to show you throughout history that black people always sung about their struggle, man. Black people always sung about their poverty, man. Black people always sung about how hard things were, even on the cotton field, even on the cane field, even in slavery. We always did that, man. And gospel don't fit in there at all. Gospel makes you forget about your slavery, makes you forget about your slavery when you're meant to remember it, man. Imagine this, you're a black man on the cotton field, man. You're a black man on the cotton field. You're supposed to be singing, you know what? You're supposed to have in your mind, I don't like my enemies, man. I don't like my oppressor, man. But gospel music says, love your oppressor. Forget about your oppressor harming you. Just smile, just dance, man. Just think about Jesus, man. And now what are black people become? Sheep that's led to the slaughter, man.
That's right.
Imagine a sheep that's led to the slaughter, man. A sheep gets killed and doesn't even fight. A lamb to the slaughter doesn't fight, doesn't harm. In fact, could you get the lamb to the slaughter? But in the scripture, we're gonna get the history, man. But first, I need to get one scripture, man, of what Christianity, what gospel music does to black people, man. How it makes us soft and docile and puts us to bed, man, puts us to sleep. Imagine, black man, there's a war going on, and you're being attacked. You're being attacked and you don't even know it, man. That's the most scariest part about it. Losing the war is one thing, but when you don't even know that you're in the war, that's another thing, man. Losing the war is one thing, but black people, we don't even know we're in a war, man. There's a war going on. There's a man that puts us in council estates, man. Put drugs in our neighborhoods, man. Tells our black women that they ain't nothing. Tells our black men that they ain't nothing. Pumps gangster movies all throughout Hollywood, man, to make black men kill each other, man. There's a war going on, and guess what? Every war ain't physical, but there's different types of warfare, man. There's biological warfare, man. Mental warfare. And black men, we get attacked by every type of warfare you can think about. And this is the wickedest thing. We don't even know it, man. We ain't got a clue why. Because we're too busy singing. We're too busy dancing and banging a tambourine and playing music that makes us forget about our struggles, man. Hence why we can't win this war. Hence why we can't win this fight. Slack, yeah.
Romans 8:36, as it is written.
And Paul said, as it is written, meaning it's written in the Old Testament, man. Like, I'm reading from the Old Testament right now. I'm reading from the Bible now. And Paul was doing the same thing. Paul was doing what I was doing right now. Paul was referencing the Bible. And Paul's telling the brother, listen, just like it's written in the Bible, man. This ain't nothing I made up. This is nothing that I wrote. Keep it in.
For thy sake, we are killed all the day long.
And Paul said, we are killed all the day long, man. We're killed all the day long, man. Slavery, black on black crime, police brutality. Our people is killed, man, all the day long, man. Keep it in.
We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter.
And we're like sheep for the slaughter, man. You're a farmer, you have sheep in a pen.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day you take that sheep, man, and walk him all the way to the slaughterhouse. And guess what? The sheep don't even know, man. The sheep's just like black people, dying in war, about to get killed, and we don't even know, man. Yeah. The sheep will walk all the way to the slaughterhouse, man. Get put on the table, get his neck chopped off, and guess what? The sheep won't fight. The sheep won't fight. It won't put up a fight. It won't pull back. And that's black people, man. That's our people, man. You know why? Because of Christianity, because of gospel music, man. Police are killing our brothers in the streets, man, and we ain't put up no fight, man. We're singing and dancing, singing Mary, Mary. Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance, man. We're singing This Little Light of Mine, man. The drugs in our neighborhoods, man. Are we doing anything about it? Are we saying no more drugs in our neighborhoods? Stop this, man. No, we're not, man. Why? Because we're singing, man. We're hoping one day it will all disappear. We'll put a smile on our face and go to church on Sunday and bang a tambourine and sing. Meanwhile, drugs are being sold outside the church that you singing, man. You got Dutch Chiavelli touching these children, man. And no one's doing anything. The two be just singing and dancing. I hope that one day it'll be a better place, man. You got Boris Johnson deporting old black people, 72 years old, man. Refusing them NHS treatment, man. Rashawn Charles is dead, man. Mark Duggan is dead, man. And is anyone doing anything about it? No. Why? Because we go to church on Sunday. And we bang a tambourine and sing and forget about our sorrows, man. Just forget about our sorrows, man. Which is ridiculous, man. We're people at war and we don't even know it, man. We're like sheep that's about to die and we just go along with it. All calm and everything's fine, man. That's us, man. And you can find Christianity. If like Christianity is diabolical, man. At least with hip-hop, you know the struggle, man. At least with rap music, you know the struggle. It makes you remember the struggle, man. And when you remember the struggle, what you're gonna do? Do something about the struggle, man. But gospel makes you just accept the struggle. Well, nothing's gonna change. I just sing to Jesus. I just close my eyes and clap my hands and I just sing to Jesus, man. And we go to church on a Sunday and we feel good, man. Church like a concert where you feel good and you feel nice and refreshed, man. But after all that singing and dancing, guess what? Drugs are still being sold, man. Black on black crime still exists, man. Police brutality still exists, man. Gospel ain't gonna change that, man. That's why gospel is diabolical, man. It's diabolical, man. It's like man.
I've got the original verse where he's referencing Psalms 44 and 22. Yea, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter.
We're like sheep that's gotta get slaughtered, man. When sheep get slaughtered, someone's in there. Sheep don't fight. They don't kick up a fuss. They don't cry out loud. Just go along with it, man. And that's what we are. We're people that don't even know we're at war, man. Shalom to that point. YAHANNA SHALAM. Make it smaller, please, Babu Shah. Oh, I'm hearing your good stuff. How's it going?
It's all right.
Okay, a bit of a lag. It might be a bit. But we'll see how it goes. And that's what our people's come, man. Why? Because we're banging the tambourine, singing and dancing and playing the organ, which to music that is so feminine, man. The music's so feminine. I remember when I was young, man, I went to church, man. I saw a black man stretching his arms out to the max, hugging himself and stomping his feet, man. You know what I mean? That's something women do. You know how when women see their favorite boy band singer and they're crying and screaming. I was like, why are these men crying and screaming, man? And they got the nerve to look down on music like rap music and dancehall, man, and UK drum, man. But guess what? This music is way more righteous, man. Way more masculine than gospel music, man. Right about now, the black men that are big sexual deviants right now, man. The last thing they need is gospel music, man. That's the last thing we need, man. So like, give me the blues, the blues history.
All right.
So before rap music, it was something called blues, man. And the reason why the music called blues is why? Because it's down. You know when people say I feel sad and blue, black people had a genre called blues, man. And guess what? Blues was singing about the struggle, man. Singing about the struggle, right, the hard times, the rent being paid, and so forth, man. Listen, black man, when you got rent problems, what do you do about the rent problems, man? You go sort the rent problems out, or do you go sing about it? Tell me, when you got rent problems, when the rent's what? When you're 2 months behind, and the landlord gives you that red letter, do you go in there sing about the rent and forget about the rent, or do you go out there and do something about it, man? Do you go out there and ask your boss, is there more hours going? Yeah, but I don't mind doing it late today, you know. In fact, I could do a double, man, to go and get that rent money. Or do you go to church and forget about it and sing about it and put it to the back of your mind? Exactly, man. You go out there, you get the overtime, man. You get them double shifts, man. You get yourself another job, man. And likewise, with your struggle, black man, with your poverty, with your death, you're meant to do the same thing, man. You don't put it behind you. You don't forget about it. You don't think about it, man.
That's right.
You go and deal with it. You go and deal with it, man. You go and fix it, man. You go and sort that problem, man. And the only place that I've ever saw anyone sort that problem is right here at the I.S.U.P.K, man.
That's right.
Slack, yeah. It's just the truth. Just the truth, man. I went church before I was in the I.S.U.P.K. Before I knew what the I.S.U.P.K was, I was in them churches, man. And my pastor didn't fix anything. Now my pastor put on a good show. Put on a good Christmas sermon, and a good service. Remember, Christmas service was the bomb, man. Oh my gosh, was playing. Remember, Pastor Parcel and musical chairs. It was beautiful, man. I forgot about the poverty, man. You know, we forgot about their struggle. We forgot about the hunger in that church. It was nice to play. But I remember we played Pastor Parcel musical chairs. Wow, we put on a good suit that day for that Sunday. But guess what? After all that, my problems were still there, man. My problems were still there. My poverty was still there. Black on black crime was still there, man. Okay, read that for me, please. All
right, we got the blues from the Wikipedia. The blues is a music genre and a musical form which was originated in the Deep South.
So again, so the blues came from the South in America, places like, you know, South, like Tennessee, Atlanta, Mississippi. It came from them areas, man. Where who was there? The slaves were there. The slaves were there in the South, man. The slaves were there in slavery, singing about their poverty. Black people always sang about our poverty, man. I'm gonna show you in the Bible. We're gonna get there, man. How we sang about our poverty too, man. How we sang about our oppression too, man. How in our music we prayed for the Lord to take down our oppressor, man. We didn't pray to become one with him. Right about now, the oppressor is harming the Windrush generation, and we didn't say to sing and dance, forget about it. We pray that the Lord would kill that man that deports the Windrush generation. We pray the Lord would kill that man that harmed our elderly. We didn't pray and say, God, you know, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, man. That's not what we sang, man. I'm gonna show you what we sang, and what we sang was more like drill, man. What we sang sounded more like drill and dancehall and hip hop, man. That same music that they call violent, the same music that they call aggressive, we sang something similar to that, man. Keep it in.
Originated in the deep south of the United States around the 1860s by African Americans.
By African Americans, man. Judites, man. Judites sang a music called the blues, man. Talking about the poverty, talking about how hard it is out there, talking about the lights being cut off, man. Talking about the kids joining gangs, man. That sounds like drill music to me. Blues talks about what? How hard life is. Guess what? Drill talks about how hard life is, man. Drill talks about how poor I am, man. Talks about the gangs in my neighborhoods, man. Blues did the same thing, man.
That's right.
And guess what? We're gonna go further back in time to biblical days, man. You hold on to your seat, man. Don't go nowhere, man. I'm gonna show you that we sang about the same thing even back then, man. Judites, who are African Americans, what the oppressor called African Americans, started something called the blues, man. Keep it in.
African Americans from roots in African musical traditions,
and they say that this came back from African traditions, man. Once upon a time, we was in Africa. The oppressor found us in Africa, man. But this type of music ain't African. They think because they found us in Africa that we're African. We're not, man.
That's right.
And what's the proof? What's the proof? Listen, there's no hit song that comes out of Africa to this day, man.
That's right.
Where's all this talent in Africa, man? All this talent comes from brothers in America, man. If we was African, where's all this talent, man? In Zimbabwe, man. Why is Zimbabwe talentless, man?
So
why is all the talent coming out? All the talent, rap music was made where, man? In Bronx, New York, man, where black people are. Grime was made where, man? In East London, man, where black people are, man. Grime, the foundation of grime is what? Dancehall, man. Jamaican culture, man. The whole sound system culture, man. Where's all the Africans? Right. You mean tell me there's 51 countries in Africa and they got no wordsmith, they got no fly rapper, no dancer, nothing. All these countries, none. But a small country called England, got a Jamaican population, and this Jamaican population made something called grime, man.
Right.
Got a culture in England where people speak like how to speak in Jamaica, man. Say "Wagwan, you're cool." Nah, man, I'm tired of lie. All them things there, man. A small island with 2 million people called Jamaica can make something in England called the UK. What do you call it? UK youth culture? Mm-hmm. But 50 plus countries in Africa can't start nothing, man. Cause they ain't us. They ain't us, man. Why Africa started anything? Mm-hmm. Why after all these years? Come on, man. Did you that started the blues, jazz, drill, rap, trap music, all types of hip hop music, man. Slow jams, R&B. And what have Africans made? Nothing. Nothing. But we're supposed to be them.
It's like
the other one.
And what's funny, even the whole Afro beats, that's just reggae music.
Yeah, and this and that, and just like jungle music and everything else, that would die out, man. You give it everything has a little buzz, man. It would die out, man. Everything has a little time, you know what I mean? That would die out soon, man. Just leave it, man. So what's the Bible say? Leave them alone, man. It would die out, man. It's like it's up. You had something.
Like I was saying, soul.
Calm, man. Even soul, man. Get them black women to sing one of them soul songs. Yo, you damn near cry, man. You damn near cry, man. You know, we can talk about our pain, man. Look at man like Michael Jackson singing from he was young, man. You know, when Michael was singing, you feel it, man. The boy was like 12 years old, man. I've never seen how much did the same thing in my life, man. Never in my life, man.
That's right. It's like that one.
Go on.
I don't know if it's from my side, but it's lagging as well. I don't know. You want to check online? It's kind of buzzing and In
Is it buzzing?
It's putting my phone.
No sweat, no sweat.
uh,
How about now to that one?
okay, sounds good now.
Yeah, okay, no sweat, no sweat. All right,
That sounds fresh.
could we done Abu Shah?
And African American work songs and spiritual blues in cooperated spiritual work songs for Eod, her Allah's shouts and the chants.
So shouts and chants, you know, Black Pulama, shouts and chants, rapping, all that man came from the blues, man. They're gonna let you know how the blues came about. Give me the next paragraph real quick.
All right, the next paragraph.
Many elements.
Can't. All right.
The first appearance of
So there.
the first appearance of the blues.
So which one's that?
2 lines down from the third paragraph.
Okay, yeah. The first appearance of the blues is often dated to after the ending of slavery.
And guess what, man? Even in slavery, we're singing about these things, man. In slavery, we're singing about poverty, man. In Babylon, guess what? We were singing about slavery, man. What's the most famous song that we sang in Babylon, man? In slavery, which is also slavery in the Bible, man. Famous song. Does anyone know? No?
Can't.
Read me.
By the rivers of Babylon.
There you go, man. There you go. That famous tune that everyone wants to steal from the Bible, man. That was a song that we sang in slavery. That was the blues back then. That was rap music back then by the rivers of Babylon, man, where we sat down, man. And there we wept. See? It didn't say there we went to the church. It didn't say there we banged the tambourine and forgot about our oppression. King David said there, and this was a song, mind you. King David said there we wept, man. There we wept, man. We wept about the light bill, man. We wept about oppression. We wept about black on black crime, man. We wept about being in prison. We wept about slavery, man. That's the songs that we sung, man. That's the kind of song that we sung. So give me rap music, hip hop, sorry, or was it rapping?
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much it.
Pretty much now, no sweat. All right, we got rapping, Wikipedia, rapping.
Give me sit down, son. I'll show you what you read from. One second. Go down some more. Give me the roots.
What in the section roots?
Yeah.
All right, in the section roots, rapping can be traced back to its African roots.
There you go again, man. Going back into slavery. That's what they mean. They think we're African, you know, thanks to the generals in the school that held this torch. We know we're not African, man. We know that. But saying when they found us in Africa at that time, that's where it can be traced back to, man. Meaning we've been rapping, man. Keep reading.
Centuries before hip hop existed.
So way before there was something called hip hop that was created in Bronx, New York, black people were doing this, man. Way before there was a Jewish man that would pay black man top dollar to rap and extort him and rob him and make record companies. Black men been rapping, man. Read about what the Negro spirituals, man. What were we rapping about? What's the one? Swing low, sweet chariot, man. We were singing that in the cotton fields, man, in the cane fields, begging the Lord to what? Come and save us, man. We weren't singing Lord in the cotton fields, but yo, forget about it. I love my oppressor, man. I said, Lord, save me from this shit. I don't want to be here, man. So coming forth to carry me home. I can't be a part of this, man. I can't be a part of a place where they deport black people. I can't be in a place where they kill black people. I can't be a part of a place where they say black people are, 2/3 of a man. I can't be there, man. He said, carry me home, get me out of this, man.
Right.
But the music says, be a part of this, man. Sing and dance. And hopefully one day they'll stop killing black people. Don't even make sense. Just be around your oppressor that hates black people. And maybe one day he'll stop deporting black people. If you hope enough, that's not what we sang, man. Swing low, sweet chariot, man.
Right.
Chariot is what they call the UFOs, man. The flying saucers, man. And guess when we were singing that in slavery, man. That's how far back our rapping goes, man. That's how far back our music goes. And our music has always been hardcore, man. It's always been real, man. It's never been about clouds and angels in the clouds and pie in the sky, all that garbage, man. It's always been about real stuff, man. It's like, yeah.
Existed the griots of West Africa were delivering stories rhythmically over drums and sparse instruments.
There you go, man. So, you know, we ain't them Hamites, man. Because them Hamites don't be rhyming over beats, man. They be dancing naked over drums. They be making that Zulu chant over drums, man. They ain't be dropping bars and 16s and singing over bars. They don't be doing that, man. 2020, they don't be doing that. That's how you know we ain't them, man. We're talented, man. There's over 50 plus countries in Africa, and guess what? In the Olympics, they dominate nothing. So, like, I take that back. In the Olympics, they dominate one sport, man, and that's the long distance running. That's a long distance. You mean tell me all these Africans are supposed to be? So hold on. You mean tell me the black man in America is dominating the long run? Usain Bolt is dominating the sprint and the javelin and the jumping and the swimming. These black people who are the minority in England. And you mean tell me all these? You said Nigeria alone has 150 million people in one country, man. All these Nigerians don't dominate nothing. Chad. Where else? Chad. What's the other one? Sudan. Uganda. Zimbabwe, Zambia, all these countries don't dominate nothing. All these Hamites don't dominate nothing. You can tell me a country of just 2 million black people dominating the music industry, man. Dominating running, man. Dominating the Olympics, man. Because they ain't us, that's why, man. They ain't us. They ain't us, man. You mean to we've been watered down and beaten through slavery. If we're the Africans, if we're Africans, yeah, we've been beaten and watered down through slavery, man. They're full-blooded Africans, man. They've never been watered down. They've never had a spirit broken. So why they can't do what we do, man? Well, why they can't do what we do? So you're supposed to be a fool. I'm supposed to be African, allegedly. You've never left the continent of Africa. You're supposed to be more talented than us, man. But we're more talented than you. That's what you know why that is. Because we ain't you.
Sluck, add one thing. Also, with the griots, it's not a race of people. It's just someone that they just rhymed. So you know, so like it's not. You know what I mean? Literally talking about some Africans. Talking about. I mean that it was people that you know over like a beat. They would rhyme or they would say something.
And that's us, man. We put our pain to a beat, man. We've been doing that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show you how we did it in slavery. I'm gonna show you how King David did it in the Bible. I'm gonna show you how Israel as a whole did it in the Bible, man. We done?
Griots. Instrumentation. Such connections have been acknowledged by modern artists, modern day griots, spoken word artists, mainstream news, and academics. Blues rooted in the work songs and rituals of slavery.
There you go, man. Say blues and rapping all dates back to what? Spiritual songs from slavery, man. That's where it dates back from. That's where rap music comes back from, slavery, man. The hardship of slavery, man. Picking cotton, waking up every day, not showing if you're going to be dead next, man. All goes back to slavery. But you hear a black man talking about poor. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a purse to snatch. That's that pain you're hearing right there, man. And because you're such a Cuban and you want to be a Caucasian, man, you don't rap about that, man. You got to rap about the niceness, man. Listen, no, we can rap about our problems, man. We can sing about our problems. We've always been doing that, man. It's like it's so Go on.
We're rapping about our oppression and our sufferation. It's the message in the music. Like back in the days, you know, when we couldn't you couldn't get our messages out. You know what I'm saying? So it was the music. It was the music that we used to get the message across to the people. You know what I mean?
And that's right, man. And Tizar's my guy, man. Tizar's that 90s dancehall type of guy, man. And guess how that music come across, man. Guess how it came to life, man. In Jamaica for the same reason, man. Back in Jamaica, poverty, man, the JLP versus the PMP, gun crime was on the rise. Black men were killing each other for the government, man, killing for votes, man. And guess what? This music made everybody calm down, man. This music was the only thing that brothers had, man. We didn't have no money. We had nothing, man. And guess what? All them bougie Christians said, oh, this music is disgusting, man. This music is hateful, man. But ain't nothing more hateful than gospel music, man. Ain't nothing more diabolical than gospel music.
That's right.
A black man's a warrior, born to be a warrior from God, man. And a gospel music turns him into a woman, takes that spirit out of him, man. That is disgusting, man. Turns a man into a woman, man. Turns a man that's going through poverty and lets him forget about his poverty, man. Gives a man amnesia, man. Makes a man that's supposed to hate his enemies say, you know, I love my enemies, man. Makes a man that's supposed to hate the Windrush that gets deported and say, oh, he ain't too bad in England, man. For that reason, I can't love gospel, man. Salakia, I can't, man. Gospel can't come through these speakers. Making these warriors cry. Making a warrior hug himself up. Oh, it's a good song, but nah, man. Gospel can't play in my house, man. Salakia. You give me that drill music any time of the day, man. You know what I mean? You give me that hardcore music, man, that speaks about the struggles, man. Speaks about black men getting on their feet and coming out from under their oppressor, man. You give me that music. It's like the other one.
Yeah, this part. Elijah were old, and the others have argued that the blues were being rapped as early as the 1920s. Were old, went so far to say that hip hop is the living blues.
That's what hip hop is, man. It's a living blues, man. A modern blues, man. You know how things change over time.
Right.
You know how things change over time. That's a hip hop, man. That's rap music right there, man. That's dancehall music right there. Right, that's grime, man. It's the same blues, but it's just different now, man. They're not singing it no more. They're rapping it, man. The beats change, man, but it's the same thing. So I'll give you excess 15 and 3, Baba Shah. So give me 15 and 1.
God on Khan, Exodus chapter 15, verse 1. Then sang Moses.
Then sang what?
Then sang Moses.
Then sang Moses, man. Right about now, the Egyptians tried to kill Moses, man. And the Lord killed the Egyptians. And Moses sang a song, man. Moses sang a song. And we're going to see if this song was anything like what you see in the Christian church. We're going to see if this song was anything that Mary would sing about, man. Or Kurt Franklin would sing about. Moses is singing to the Most High right now, man. And let's see if Moses is singing about forgiveness. Let's see if Moses is singing about being one with his enemy, man. Read on.
God on God. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel.
And all Israel, all of us were singing a song to the Most High, man. And this song sounded more like drill. Sounded more like hip-hop, man. Sounded more like bashment and dancehall, man. Keep reading.
God on God. And the children of Israel, they sung unto the Lord, and spake, saying, I will sing unto the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously.
There you go. And we sang a song that the Lord triumphed gloriously, man. The Lord killed our enemies, and we sang about it, man.
That's right.
We sang about it, man. We didn't say, Lord, please, hopefully. They ain't all bad. Let's get along, man. Can we all just live in England? Come on, man. Black lives, man. Let's go protest, man. We say, yo, the Lord killed our enemies. He triumphed, man. Triumph means to win over your enemies, man. We was happy that happened, man. And guess who else sings? Guess who else is happy about the death of their enemies? The same man that tells us to love our enemies. Right. Imagine that. Our oppressor tells us to forgive and forget and love him. Meanwhile, he sings about the death of his enemies, man. Has anyone ever heard the national anthem? They sing about England being glorious and victorious over their enemies, man. The lyrics say, God bless the Queen, man. Send her victorious, happy and glorious. Victorious is when you're in a battle and you win over your enemies. So, black man, while you're becoming a gospel singer and Mary singing about the blood of Jesus and how God is so good, and you want to forgive the people that deport the women's generation, the people that taught you to sing that ain't singing that themselves, man.
That's right.
Guess what? They sing the national anthem every time there's a football match, man. And then what do they go do? Go bash the heads in of the opposing team, man. The football hooligans sing that song and then battle other members of the opposing team, man. And how did they get in that warrior spirit, that angry spirit? By singing that song. By singing the national anthem of England. And that song don't get them into a Christian spirit. It don't get them into a loving spirit. It gets them into, okay, You're from Spain United. This is England right here, man. We're gonna trash everything. You know what I mean? We're gonna fight until the police come out with tear gas and riot vans, man. And that song got them in the spirit, man. And likewise, black man, Christianity got you in the wrong spirit. Gospel music got you in the wrong spirit, man. You're supposed to be in the fighting spirit, man. Right about now, Moses is singing a song to get him hype, man. To make him feel good that the Lord has took over our enemies, man. The Lord has overthrew our enemies. Read that again.
And spake, saying, I will sing unto the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider has he thrown.
The Lord killed the horseman and the horse and the rider. Back then, before you had tanks and so forth, you had a man on the back of a horse, man. Before you had the Royal Air Force with a man sitting in a plane, you had a man on the back of a horse, man. And guess what? The Lord killed them both. The Lord did that for you, black man. And guess what? Moses is singing about this, man. Moses is singing about this. You know when you hear about a man rapping about I kill my ups, I kill my enemies, I kill my men from the other side. Moses doing the same thing right here, man. He's rapping about killing his ups. He's rapping about killing men from the other ends, from the other nations, man. Men from the opposing side, man. Moses is glorious about that, man. He's rapping about that. TUPEK got a tune called When We Ride On Our Enemies, man. Moses singing that song right there, man.
I got a question on the line as well from Bethany Abigail. Doesn't Matthew 44 say love your enemies?
Matthew 44 means love your enemies of your people, man. That's what it means. It means love the enemies of your people. If love your enemies meant love the oppressor, then why would Moses be singing this song right now, man? Wouldn't Moses be crying for the Egyptians? If love your enemies means what you think it means, then why would Christ give a parable about the woman that the righteous judge, man, and the widow, and she prayed for vengeance? Love, when it means love your enemy, it means the enemy of your people, man. Right. You know you're supposed to love that black man that owes you £5, man. Love that black man that's from Tottenham, and you're from East London, man. You love that black man who's a Crip, even though you're a blood. That's what it's talking about. And if we did that, there will be no black on black crime. There will be no cold wars, man. Now, if you want the breakdown, that's fine. Come to class on Thursday, man, 7 to 9. You'll get the breakdown. We'll prove it to you. But that's what it means to love your enemies, the enemies of your own people, man. Who loves the enemies of another race? Come on, man. Because guess what? The Nazis don't. Jewish man don't love the Nazis. And America don't love the Talibans. That's why they started something called war on terror. George Bush started something called war on terrorism. It's normal to hate your oppressors, man. It's normal to hate the people that hate you. It's natural, man. It's natural. But we're the only people that's taught to love our oppressors, man. Why? Because Christians take scriptures like this and take it out of context, man. I mean, to love your enemies. So I'm supposed to love the people that put drugs in my neighborhood, man. I'm supposed to love the people that tell a black man he's nothing, man. I'm supposed to love the people that make movies like Boys in the Hood so that a black man can hate his brother, man. Talking about that. Christ's talking about crushing black on black crime, crushing the poverty, crushing the oppression. And guess how we do that? We can only do that by loving our enemies, man, which is a black man just like us. The black man that steps on your shoe, man. The black man that wears a red rag and you wear a blue rag. That black woman, you want to start black woman fighting on World Star Hip Hop? Forgive that black woman, man. Forgive that black woman that looked on you funny. The one that kissed their teeth at you. That black woman at the job that wants your man. I can't stand there, you know. She wants my man. That's what it means to forgive your enemies, man. Enemies of your own people. Read on, please. Up one.
God. Verse 2. The Lord is my strength and song, and he has become my salvation. He is my God. And I will prepare him an habitation, my Father God, and I will exalt him. Verse 3. The Lord is a man of war.
Read that again.
The Lord is a man of war.
Listen to what the singing here, man. The singing that God is a man of war. They ain't singing that God's all love. The singing the song that God's not to be played with, man. God's not to be played with. That's what they're singing right here. This is a song right here. They're singing that the Lord is a man of war, man. That the Lord killed the oppressors. The Lord killed the horseman and the rider, man. The Lord killed the horse and the rider and the chariots. That's what they're singing right here, man. And this sounds more like Joe to me. Joe talks about killing. Moses right here singing about killing, man. Joe talks about, you know, killing your enemies. Moses talking about killing his enemies right here, man. So this sounds nothing like gospel to me. You know what I mean? This is more close to what you'll see on drill, man. The same people that talk about drill, disgusting music and hub music. Guess what? Drill isn't righteous music, man. I agree. Talks about selling drugs and whatnot, man. But guess what? It's more masculine and way less destructive than gospel music, man.
Right.
Gospel music is destructive, man. It's destructive, man. You got sons out there. Do not let them listen to gospel, man. Them boys will start to question their gender before you know it, man. Start loving their enemy before you know it, man.
Right.
You keep your boys masculine, man. Keep your boys that masculine spirit, man. That hard spirit in their chest, man. Make them strong, man. Right. Don't let them be them sissy. Oh, I love my enemies. All nations can be saved, man. Nah, man. We don't want that, man. I'd rather play some drills. Forget it. I'd rather play some Bando K, man. Who else out there, man? I'd rather play some low ski, whatever the case may be. But nah, man. Gospel don't get played in here. It's a luck, yeah. Gospel's evil, man.
Right.
Gospel's evil, man. I said it, man. Give me 1 Samuel 18:7. Okay. What is?
Samuel chapter 18, verse 7.
Just 1 second. I want to make sure it's the right verse. Like, yeah. All right, start from verse 6, Babakasha.
Verse 6. And it came to pass as they came, when David was returned from the slaughter of the Philistines. That the
what?
woman,
read that again. David.
When David was returned from the slaughter of the Philistines.
Right about now, David just killed a Philistine, man. Which is an African today. David just killed Storm's great-great-grandfather, man. David just killed Skepta's great-great-grandfather. Listen, long before these Africans put a mic in their hand, man, and put some decent clothes, this was them, man. They were the Philistine. And David just come back from killing a Philistine. There was a Philistine that wanted to come against our people, man. Wanted to kill our people, man. Wanted to challenge our people. And David said, you know what? I'll go out there and I'll fight him. And David killed him. And now David's coming back from that killing, man. Coming back from that slaughter, man. Keep reading.
From the slaughter of the Philistines, that the women came out of all the cities.
And all the women came out of the cities, man. Remember, David just won a victorious battle, man. And all these women came out happy because he killed his Philistine. He killed his African, man. He killed Burner Boy's great-great-great-great-grandfather, man.
Right.
He just killed Storms, his great-great-great-great-grandfather, man. This is their people, man. The one that put a mic in front of their mouth now. The one that put some decent clothes and get a decent haircut now, man. But listen, we know where you come from, man. You can't hide, man. We know you come from them filthy Africans, man. Them Africans that circumcise women, man. We know where you come from, man. You can't hide, man. You can't hide, man. And my great-great-grandfather killed yours, man, in a battle, in a fair fight, man. And when David came back, all the women were happy and dancing and singing, man. They didn't cry and say, oh, listen, louder war, man. Let's just sing and dance and hope that one day the Philistines will leave us alone, man. They was happy. They're like, yes, David, you killed that Philistine. He had to go, man. He ain't put us to slavery. Keep it in.
That's right. Khan. The women came out of all the cities of Israel, saying and singing Salakia and dancing to meet King Saul.
And guess what? King Saul and King David are coming back from the battle, man. And all the women come dancing and singing, coming to meet him, man. Now I know what a lot of you thinking. A lot of you got Christianity on your mind. So what your vision is a lot of people coming to greet King David with a tambourine. And they're singing music, and they're singing This Little Light of Mine, and they're shaking, they're doing what your grandma does in church, man. I'm gonna show you what they sang, man, when King David killed his Philistine. We done.
Singing and dancing to meet King Saul with tabrets, with joy, and with instruments of music.
There you go. Like, so music was being played. Now I know you got Christianity in your mind, so you're thinking, oh, clearly the organ was being played. Clearly, you know, those blowing flutes and nice soft instruments. Nah, man. These are what they were doing was like basically like it was like what's it called? It's like a sound system, man.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day when you get them speaker boxes, one member hold one end and you pack them on each other. This is more that. This is more like a rave, man. It's not church, man. And we're gonna see the lyrics that they said in the song. Keep it in.
Verse 7. And the women answered one another as they played, and said, Saul has slain his thousands, and David his 10,000s.
So you hear that? The lyrics said what? David has slain 10,000, man. They had kill in their lyrics, man. They had kill in their lyrics, man. This is what you call gangster rap today, man. This is what David has slain 10,000. They said Saul has slain 10,000, but David has slain 100,000, man. I mean, David's killed more, man. That is the lyrics that we sang. Have you ever heard of call and response? Nah. You ever hear so you know when people say when I say hey, you say ho?
Oh God, yeah.
What do right here, man? One part of the crowd will say King Saul killed 10,000, and the other will say yeah, but David killed 10,000. You know the ones they like. Well, I say this, you say that. That's what these women are doing right here, man. You can call and response right here, man. More proof like this. A black man's book, man. Read the lyrics again.
God says, and said, Saul has slain his thousands, and David his 10,000s.
You said that Saul killed thousands, but David 10,000, man.
Yeah,
that's the lyrics right there, man. That's killing in lyrics right there, man. How you gonna tell me? Oh, it's wrong. Killing in songs is so disgusting. Well, this said you got a problem with the Bible, then you don't believe the Bible that you claim to read, man. We was always happy and always glorious every time our enemies dropped, man. We didn't say some good ones. Listen, anytime. And we were singing about that in slavery. In slavery, what did we sing, man? Swing low, man. Carry me home. Carry me home. It's right to sing about the death of your enemies, man. It's right to want to be not under your oppressor no more, man. It's right, man. And we sang about that, man. We had the word slain in our lyrics. You know what slain means? Slain means to kill, man.
That's right.
Slain means to kill, man. We didn't take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. Imagine that, man. Imagine black people having slavery. And Mary called take the shackles off my feet. Not so I can be free.
Right.
Not so I own my own business. Not so I can get black people off drugs. Not get the shackles off my feet so black men don't have to be oppressed no more. Get the shackles off my feet so I can dance, man. Imagine that, man. Slavery and black crime, and all we want to do is dance. Imagine human generation deported. You know what I mean? Mark Duggan is dead, man. I thanks to Christianity. All you want to do is dance, man.
Right.
That's why gospel can't play in my house, man. That's why gospel is destructive, man. At least it lets you know what time it is, man. But gospel music makes you want to dance, man. So luck, yeah. Keep it in.
And Saul, verse 8, and Saul was very rough, and the saying displeased him.
There you go. So Saul was angry with that and hated David for that. Why? Because the girls were bigging up David more than him, and he didn't like that, man. That's going to something else. So give me Psalms 31:1.
So like other one, that's like a beanie and a bunty little thing going on.
Yeah, man. Beanie was the ladies, man. Beanie man means ladies, man. Beanie means a woman anyway. Then Bounty made songs for the man them, the strong hardcore songs, man. And to this, I think the finest question be for years they couldn't get on, man. Years they couldn't get on. You know what I mean? What's like? Read that for me. Psalms 31:1.
Psalms chapter 31, verse 1. In thee, O Lord, do I put my trust. Let me never be ashamed. Deliver me in thy righteousness.
And listen to that, man. The whole book of Psalms is songs that King David wrote, man. And guess what? None of them sound like a Kurt Franklin tune. King David saying, deliver me, Lord, man. King David see drugs in our neighborhoods, man, saying, Lord, save me from this, man. King David seeing black men being harmed by the police, man. Seeing black men got no representation. Black men on the bottom. Black men on child support. Black men in jail, man. And he's saying, deliver me from this, man. Deliver me means save me from it. I don't want to be here no more, man. He didn't close his eyes and say, oh, let me feel good about myself and hopefully one day it will all go away. He says, God, save me from this, man. I can't be here no more, man. Drop that. Give me verse 15.
Oh, God. 15. 15 verse.
No. Same chapter. Verse 15.
Can't jump down. All right. Psalm chapter 31, verse 15. My times are in thine hand. Deliver me from the hand of mine enemies.
And look at that, man. Look at that. King David is singing a song saying, Lord, deliver me from my enemies, man.
Right.
Deliver me from the British, man, from the American, from the Portuguese, from the French. Right. These are my enemies. These are the people that put drugs in my neighborhoods, man. These are the people that put me in council estates, man. These are the people that taught me that I was free 2/3 of a man. These are the people that put movies out there so a black man feels, well, you know, I'm watching, like, they promote movies like Top Boy, so a black man will go out there and harm his brothers, man. They make it cool and so forth, man. And all this is not done by chance. Someone gets paid to keep black people down, man. Someone gets paid for drugs in our communities, man. Someone gets paid to make sure that we stay criminals. As long as we stay criminals, guess what? Judges get paid. Solicitors get paid. Prison wardens get paid, man. And someone does it on purpose, so we stay down. And King David said, Lord, save me from this, man. Slack, yeah. No, wait, hold to your point. And King David didn't say, oh, let me just go to church on Sunday and forget about it. I know it's hard out there, but I got to forget about this world because it's so depressing, man. King David sang the type of music that will make you change it. King David sang the type of music that will make you remember it, man. We done.
Come. Okay. And from them that persecute me. Verse 16. Make thy face to shine upon thy servant. Save me.
Save me from them that persecute me, man. Someone that persecutes you, someone that's chasing you, man. Someone that's following you, man. And we got an enemy that's following us, chasing us.
Right.
Imagine we was in slavery 400 years ago, and this man is still chasing us, man. Still chasing us, man. We picked cotton and cane, and we got free, and we thought, all right, finally, slave is illegal. Slave is illegal now. We're free. And this man was putting light skin against dark skin.
Right.
This man gave in the Caribbean. He gave all the East Indians our jobs, man. Why? Because he didn't want to hire us. This man been chasing us ever since, and even after that, we came to England, man, and he gave us low-paid jobs. Made a black man rent out a room. We couldn't even rent a house, man, for extortion prices. Then after that, you had the Tottenham riots, Brixton riots, Leeds riots, man. Still chasing black people, man. Then after that, killed Mark Duggan, man. After that, deported the Windrush generation. Since slavery's been chasing us, man. You think you find somebody else to pick on? Imagine the Arabs, they're the ones that are bombing the country, man. You think you chase them? Yeah. They're the ones running people over on bridges, man. They're the ones cutting the heads off of Lee Rigby. But guess what? They just want the black man, man.
That's right.
We don't run nobody over on bridges, man. We don't shoot up no Ariana Grande concerts, man. But that man don't like us, man. He hates us. Been chasing us ever since, man. And what have we done? We've never fought against him. We've never hated him. We joined his religion. When a black man said anything about oppressors, we fought for him and they'll leave him alone. They ain't all bad. We fought in his army. We served his God. We put his God's picture up on our walls, man. We've done nothing but love him. And he just hated us, man. Persecuted us, chased us. Anybody will think we've done something to him, man. Anybody would think that we didn't fight in the army. Anyone would have thought that we didn't join his religion, didn't serve his God, didn't marry his woman. Anybody would have thought we hated him, man. Even though all the love and diligence we showed this man, he just persecutes us, man. Hates black people, man. So, like I said, you had a question?
I just had a picture to you from. So somebody was.
That's a pass it.
Somebody was asking basically why is commanding General YAHANNA in charge, has been chosen. So I was telling them that basically there's always a man in charge of Israel, no matter what time. And then she sent me this picture on the back. She said, She sent me this picture of the website. And she was like, can you explain this? So I said, I'd ask in class.
So this person don't like the fact that Command Johnny Han is in charge, yeah?
Just want to know
why. Why is it? Okay, we're going to get there.
Why it says that specifically.
Come again?
And why it says.
Okay.
Highlighted there.
Now in Israel, we've always had a leader. When you go to your job, there's always a leader. There's always one man in charge. There ain't loads of leaders, man. Christianity would teach you that, listen, there's loads of leaders. That's a lie. There's always been one leader. Moses was a man and he was one leader. After Moses was who? Joshua, and he was a man and he was a leader. After Joshua, he had the judges, man. Read the book of Judges. And guess what? At a time, he had one leader. After that, he had Judas Maccabee, was what? One leader. He died, his son came in charge. Then you had Christ in the New Testament. Then when Christ died, he passed it over to Peter, man. There's always been one leader, man. And guess what? There was 7 heads in the 60s, man. 7 heads in the 60s, man. And now they ain't here no more, man. And Commander General had the highest rank under them 7 heads, man. And that's why he's a leader. It's always been that way, man. We always had pedigrees in Israel, man. We always passed it down. It's always been that way, man. So give me numbers real quick. One. Give me when Moses' sister turned white.
That okay, what verse? 12 verse.
Give me 12. Give me 12 and 1.
Okay, 12 and 1. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman.
So keep it in.
So, come on.
Moses
in
the time of Exodus, you had to be under Moses. You couldn't be under nobody else. Moses was the man. The Lord said, "I'm the Lord. I changed not." The Lord has always dealt like this. The Lord has always had one man in charge, man. And guess what? Before anybody knew the Jews were black, before anyone knew that Christ was black, the I.S.U.P.K was bringing it out first, man. I.S.U.P.K, all these fake Israelite groups, all these people on the internet talk about the Jews were black. The I.S.U.P.K brought it out first, man. Meaning what? The Lord was dealing with the I.S.U.P.K. That is a fact. Ask anyone, all these fake Israelite camps, whatever, their pedigree goes back to the I.S.U.P.K before they broke off, man. And the I.S.U.P.K is a place of rank and order, just like the Bible. Just like the Bible. And Commander YAHANNA holds that rank. He holds that rank. The men above him either got weak, and either left, man, leaving him now in charge, man. He ain't making this up because he wants to be in charge. He wants to rule. He's in charge because he's the next in rank, man. Everybody else fell out or put down their sword, man. So there was a time in Exodus where Moses was in charge and everybody had the same bickering, had the same problem, man. Keep it in.
Because he had married an Ethiopian woman. And they said, has the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses?
And there you go. Had the same problem back then, man. Oh, you can't be the only camp in the truth. Commander YAHANNA can't be the only man to be in charge. His brother, Moses' brother and sister said the same thing back then, man. The Lord ain't speaking to Moses only. He speaks to me too. I'm an Israelite too. I got a shield around my neck too. I got a beard. I know the John 3:16 breakdown too, man. I got a YouTube channel. The Lord don't only speak to Moses, man. They said the exact same thing, man. And the Lord, if you read on, the Lord shows that he only dealt with Moses, man. Dealt with Moses. After that, he only dealt with Joshua, man. And that's what it means. That's what we mean by Commander YAHANNA is that man in charge. And the Lord only is dealing with the I.S.U.P.K, man. That's like this is. Second on to Christ, meaning what? Christ is the man. Christ is in charge of all of us, man. So under Christ, he's the man that you got to listen to, man. Under him, the next general in charge. Under that general, the next general in charge, and your camp leaders, and your captains, and so forth, man. We all had rank in Israel. That's what it means. Meaning, there's no man on earth with a highest rank than him. Meaning, he's not greater than Christ. He's not greater than the Most High, but he's the next in command under Christ. Sorry. There you go. Nobody had an issue when Jim Jones said that, yeah, I'm chosen by the Lord, man. These cult members, no one had a problem when Joe Osteen says he's the man of God, man. But a black man saying he's in charge. Nah, man. You can't be in charge, man. You can't be in charge, man. That's what the problem is.
That's right.
But the Lord's always doubt this way. I know your pride and this, and your grandma told you, there's no, you know what? Why are black people so shocked about a man being in charge, man? Your grandma been giving money to the pastor your whole life, man. My grandma used to worship my pastor, man.
That's right.
Loved him, man. Both of them. I know a few pastors, she loved them, man. Had a hot plate of food ready for them and everything, man. Waiting the truth. I can't respect that, man.
Right.
You got to prove to me you're in charge, man. You got to walk on water, man. Meanwhile, you serve your boss at work, man. You love him. You serve him, man.
That's right.
Okay, the one.
Deuteronomy 31 and 14. And the Lord said unto Moses, behold, thy days are approaching that thou must die.
Remember what I said? I said Moses is the man in charge, and now Moses is about to die now. Moses is not going to be the man in charge. I mean, the days are approaching where he's going to die. I mean, the days are coming where he's getting old. It's definitely approaching. Keep it in.
Call Joshua.
Do what?
Call Joshua.
And the Lord said, you're not going to be in charge no more. Call Joshua, man. Meaning Moses is about to die. Guess what? The Lord's about to put somebody else in charge, man. That's the rank we've always has in Israel, man. Tizapon, give me Deuteronomy 1-on-1 real quick. Slack the one.
Joshua, and present yourself in the tabernacle.
And he put Joshua in the tabernacle, man, instead of him. Joshua is going to be instead, man. Gonna take over from him. If you got a worker, he resigns. What did he do? They find another boss, man.
That's right.
You got a supervisor, and if he moves on, he finds another job. They find the next one, man. But somebody must be in charge, man. Somebody must be the manager, man. Keep it in.
That I may give him a charge.
And also, I'm gonna give him a charge, man. You're a charge. A charge is an order, man. If I charge you to do something, I'm ordering that you do something. And guess what? Joshua was charged and ordered to take up the burden of being the leader of Israel, man. Read the book of Exodus, man. Read the book of Joshua, man. When they was traveling through the wilderness, guess who's in charge? Guess who's telling them? Guess who leading them through the wilderness, man? One man was. Moses will lead them through the wilderness. Moses was telling them to go this way and go that way. There was a man picking sticks on the Sabbath, man. And who did he go to? Went to Moses, man. They went to the man in charge and said, Moses, what shall we do to this man? What shall we do to this man? Joshua went and conquered all the African nations, man. And who did he go to? He went to Joshua, man. So how should we do this? How should we approach their land? There's always been one man in charge, man. And this man right now is about to be Joshua. Keep it in.
And Moses and Joshua went and presented themselves in the tabernacle.
And right by now, Joshua's about to get anointed, man. And Joshua's about to take on this position. It's always been that way, man. In the white man's military, what they have something called what ceremony, where you get stripes on your arms and so forth, man. We had a ceremony just like that, man, where you get anointed, man. You get oil put on your head, and then you'll be in charge, man.
Right.
We do Deuteronomy 1-on-1.
God. Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side of Jordan in the wilderness.
Keep reading.
God. In the wilderness of the plain over against the Red Sea between Haran.
Give me verse 13.
God, verse 13. 1 verse 13. God. Take you wise men and understanding and known among your tribes, and I will make them rulers over you.
There you go, man. Rulers, man. The people in charge. We don't listen. The same way how you got today, you got MPs, the MP over this area and that area, but they're all are under who? Boris Johnson, man. We're the same thing in our land also, man. And we're going back to it, man. And black man will be in charge, man. You better get used to it, man. A black man will be in charge. You will answer to a black man. This is what you call order, man. There will be one man in charge. And right now, that man is Command General YAHANNA, man. And when Christ comes back, Christ is going to be that man. Command General YAHANNA is holding that position, man, till Christ comes back, man. He will be in charge, man. And under Christ, they're going to have rulers and leaders who are Israelites over certain districts, man. What Bible call it? Portals.
Yeah, realms.
Realms, over certain realms. Keep it in.
Stuck it. 13. Verse 14. And ye answer, Slakia, and ye answer me and said, the things which thou hast spoken is good for us to do.
Go on, keep it in.
Verse 15. So I took the chief of your tribes, wise men, and known, and made them heads over you.
There you go, man. Men who are judges over us, man. Captains. This is where you get what? The ranking system in the I.S.U.P.K, man. Everything in the I.S.U.P.K is in the Bible, man. The ranking system. There's men that are over you, that are wiser than you, man. That will give you what that will give you counsel, man. They got more experience than you, and these men are over you, man. Christ, I made Moses said I made captains over you. We done?
Captains over thousands and captains over hundreds. And
what do you have in the I.S.U.P.K? We have captains, man. We have captains. Keep it in.
And captains over 50s and captains over 10s.
And there's different levels of captains, man. We have captain of 13,000, 10,000. Keep it in.
And over 10s and officers among your tribes.
And what?
And officers among your tribes.
And we got that also. We got officers in the U.P.K too, man. Because we follow this Bible, man. If you want to be some Christian and believe, oh, no one can tell me what to do, then that's fine, man. No one been telling you what to do from you was born, and that's why you smoke weed, man. No one can tell me what to do. Yeah, we know, man. And that's why you got 5 kids, 5 baby fathers, because no one can tell you what to do, man. The fact that no one's been telling us what to do for 400 years is the reason why we're at the bottom, man. That's fine. You do what you want to do, and you know, Lord be with you, man. Lord be with you. And on Saturday, when your 5 baby fathers come to pick up the kids, man, you know what I mean? Maybe if you listened, your life would be better, but no one can tell you what to do, and that's why your life's how it is, man. So lucky. It behooves me how black people been living our life how we want to for 400 years, and it ain't working for us, man. When something ain't working for you, fix it, man. If you can't work it, you throw it away. And our life, how we're living, it ain't working for us, but for some reason we still hold on to it. I think that hopefully it will change, man. On your 5th baby father, man, right back now, wouldn't you say, you know what? Let me stop, man. Let me fix up, man. No, not us. Not us, man. We still go to them clubs, man, and raves, looking for that dream, man, thinking one day everything will change, man. Still, you think right now, go right, it's not working. Let me stop now and try a different approach. Not us, man. And you know, if having a leader over you don't work for you, then that's fine, man. You know, keep doing what you want to do, and yeah, so luck, yeah. I don't know what to say. I read everything, please, I don't want.
Yeah, Sir Ekan Ezra's 1 and 38. And now, brother, behold what glory, and see the people that they come from the far east, unto whom I will give 4 leaders.
There you go, man. The Lord's going to give us leaders, man. Give us leaders. Talking about the end days, man. Brothers coming from the east, man.
I can also show that at verse 35 that it's the end days.
It's the end days, talking about brothers are coming to be our leaders. In the end days, black man, you're going to have leaders, man. So if you don't want that, I feel sorry for you, because it's going to happen, man. In the end, when Christ comes back, brothers are going to be your leaders, man. Going to tell you what to do. And why is it far-fetched? You got leaders right now, man. Now, Bobby Johnson is your leader, man. No one got nothing to say. Everyone's fine with that, man. Teresa May is your leader. Sadiq Khan is your leader. Najee Savage, what's in? And Preeti Patel, they're your leaders, man. And you got nothing to say, man. When a black man's leader, I can't believe that book, man. I don't follow anybody, man. Oh, come on, man.
I mean, the Lord said right now we got base men that are ruling over us, but when the Lord is gonna expose them, so to speak, and then raise up His kingdom, man. You know what I mean? So, and that's us, man. Yeah.
Right back now, we got basement. You know, basement means low, man. Like you got basement. It's a room on the bottom, man. You got men who are nothing, man, ruling over us, telling us what to do, man. Right. That's gonna change. But the fact is, someone will rule over you, man. It will happen. It's lucky the one.
Yeah. Just the verse to show that verse we read is talking about these last days. So it's talking about the people in these days. They have seen no prophets, yet they shall call their sins to remembrance and acknowledge them.
There you go. So these men are gonna cause your sins to remembrance, man, and make you acknowledge them and make you change. You know what I mean? And cause you to remember these laws, man. And these men are what? The leaders also, man. It's like it.
And to add, they haven't seen Isaiah or Ezekiel. They haven't seen the prophets of the past, which lets you know that it's talking about these last days.
There you go, man. Like Adwan said, these brothers ain't seen the prophets, man. How do they know about the prophets? Because they read it, man. We ain't seen Isaiah, but we read about him, man. We ain't seen Jeremiah, but we read about him, man. And we're the leaders in the future, man. It's so it is, man. So lucky. I got a leader over me, and that's why my life is how it is, man. That's why we don't go through a lot of black people go through, man. I pray you do the same thing, I pray hopefully one day you say, you know what, my life ain't working for me, man. How I want to live it ain't working for me, man. I'm a follow the I.S.U.P.K, but I hope you get some of that. If you don't, then boy, Lord be with you, man. Because it's hard out there, man. The ghetto is full of black people living the life how they want to live it, man. And where do they end up? In jail, man? In the AIDS ward, man. In the graveyard, man. Well, you are a leader. A leader tells you what to say, how to think, how to conduct yourself, man. And this ain't any leader, man. This ain't you know what I mean? This ain't no any leader, man. This is a man who's number one ordained to lead, and number two, a man of God, man.
That's
His
right.
job is to fix black people, man. His job is to fix black people, and that's what it does, man.
Right.
But, you know, it's like it. Someone give me 2 Timothy 2 and 3.
In Timothy chapter 2, verse 3.
Khan.
Shall I read on?
2 Timothy 2 and 3, yeah, Khan.
Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of his.
You got Paul telling Timothy, it's like at the one big volume. I can't hit that one. Paul telling Timothy to bear hardship as a soldier, man. Meaning life is hard, it's rough, man. But you got to bear it like a soldier, man. Well, what kind of soldier are you if you're playing gospel music, man? You got to bear it as a soldier, man. Meaning what, the rent being cut off, the rent being sky high, the lights being cut off. But you got to endure this, man. Your woman leaving you, your woman taking the kids, put you on child support, but you got to endure it, man. And guess what? You can't endure this listening to gospel music, man. You're bound to give in playing that shit. You're bound to start crying, man. You're bound to call her back and begging and please, and begging the police and begging the landlord and breaking down in prison. You can't be no damn soldier if you're in the church, man. I've never seen a soldier in the church in my life, man. I've never seen a soldier in a pinstripe suit, man. I've never seen a soldier banging a tambourine on his hip in my life, man.
That's right.
You can't be no soldier listening to no gospel music, man. Paul wanted Timothy to be a soldier, man. And the men in the churches ain't no soldiers, man. So luck, yeah.
That's right.
They ain't no soldiers, man. The women rule over them. The women tell them what to do. Listen, you can't tell me nothing. I've been in church, man. I've been in church in my life, man. I've seen them women in church run their men. Tell them what to do, what to say. Tell them how much to drink. They ain't no soldiers, man. The gospel music won't make you no soldiers. So luck, yeah. You want to say something?
No, I was that's right. Damn right, man.
And what's funny is in the church, they are very aggressive. The women in there are aggressive, man. You mean like when the kids are like doing something wrong, it's the woman that'll stand up and you know what I mean, and the man he's just like down or humble, man. The women in the church are very manly as well.
That's right, other one. Read that again for me, please, Baba Kashar.
Khan. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier.
The Bible says endure hardness as a good soldier, man. Black man, you know what? You know weed is aggressive. Crack cocaine is aggressive. Black on black crime is aggressive. And you're gonna beat something that's aggressive with gospel music. Ain't gonna happen, man. Postcode wars is aggressive, man. Black on black crime is aggressive. You need something just as aggressive to fight it, man. I'm sorry, you're not gonna beat that with gospel music, man. And what's the proof? What's the proof that you can't beat that with gospel music? The ghetto, Tottenham, Mosside. We've been banging gospel music since what, slavery, man. And ain't nothing changed, man. Our men are getting softer and softer, man.
That's right.
That is not the spirit of the Lord, man. We read the spirit of the Lord. We read the type of music the men sung in the Bible, man. And it was not that filth, man, called gospel, man. It was not that filth that Kurt Franklin sings or Mary sings, man. Slacky, see, the question. The question. Oh. Huh? That quick. All right, can we done?
Verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
He said, no man that warreth, man. No man that goes to war. The Lord wants you to be a man that can go to war, man. As a lucky man. If you're a man turn to war with gospel, man, you ain't got the tools, man.
That's right.
This was aggressive, man. As a black man in the UPK, you got to fight weed, man. You got to fight and whores and all types of drugs and black on black crime. You got to war all these things, man. and you can't do it with Christianity, man.
Right.
You can't do it with God. That's the wrong tools, man. Ain't nothing wrong with aggression, man. The Lord made a man masculine for a reason. There's a right time for aggression. There's a right time for masculine. In fact, if you're a man, you should be masculine all the time. There ain't no right time. You're always masculine. In fact, you should never be feminine, man. That's in the Bible. And guess what? You can't war with this world, man. Play no Christianity music, man. You can't war with drugs and black crime and your woman leave you. All this hard shit, man. With that, man. You meant to war by being aggressive back, man. So like, see the question. No, let me do this now. I'll get back to you. Khan, are we done?
God. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who has chosen him to be a soldier.
So the point Paul's making is the Lord called you to be a soldier, black man. The Lord wants you to, he said, please him that called you to be a soldier. Who is him that called you to be a soldier? The Lord, man. And the Lord called you to be a soldier. He didn't call you to be no choir boy, man. He didn't call you to bang no tambourine, man. He didn't call you to shave your face and look like some damn woman, man. The only two people that don't have beards on their face, that is children and women, man. And black man, you are neither of them, man. If you're a black man and you're of age, you're not a woman and you're not a child, man. And the Lord called you to be a soldier, not to be no vicar, not to be no pastor, not to be Kurt Franklin, to be a soldier, man. And soldiers don't play Kurt Franklin. Soldiers don't play gospel, man. Football hooligans don't play gospel when they're about to bash somebody's head in, man. They don't do that, man. Football hooligans don't play gospel music, man. They play the right amount of music to get them gassed, man. To get them hyped, man. And that's the national anthem. And that same national anthem, they tell you don't play aggressive music. They play the national anthem every football match, man. Every November 11th, man. Every tennis game, man. But how black people don't play aggressive music, man. Black man, we've been played, man. They're aggressive. And aggression's got them England. Aggression's got them rich. Aggression got them the EU. But they, black man, they don't want you to get England. They don't want you to get EU. They don't want you to get the planet. Black man, you want the planet and they don't want you to get the planet. That's why they tell you, listen, you're too aggressive, man. Stop being masculine, man. Tone it down. It's frowned upon for a black man to be masculine. When a black man's masculine, they say, oh, you talk too loud, man. He's so aggressive. Oh, he's too aggressive, man. Oh gosh. That's why you don't see black men with these executive jobs, man. Black man walk to the office with his beard on and say, oh, he's too aggressive, man. The only jobs they want black people to have is what? Security and doormen. They only want you when aggression is needed.
Front line.
On the doors, they need aggression. They want people to be scared and not start no fights. That's the only time they want black men, man, with their beards, man. Being aggressive is frowned upon, man. But black man, you got to be aggressive, man. Aggression is needed, man. It's needed, and because there's not much aggression in the black community, not much masculinity in the black community. That's why a woman are whores, man. Because there's no man telling that woman, listen, you're not wearing that, man. You're my woman, not gonna go out there looking like no whore, man. The man's scared of his woman. The woman saying, oh, you can't tell me what to wear. You ain't my dad. And, okay, do what you want to do, man. And the woman cheats on him, does what she wants. The daughter sees that her dad's a punk. Then she starts to hate him also. The dad can't tell the daughter what to do. She's just like a whore. She gets a man and then another man. She got 3-4 kids. Why could we lack in aggression, man?
That's right.
Man got to rule that household, man. And Christianity ain't gonna help you rule that household, man. Gospel ain't gonna help you rule that household, man. It takes an aggressive tell a woman, listen, you're not wearing that, man. Listen, my daughter ain't wearing that, man. I don't care if it's hot, man. She ain't wearing no deals with Daisy Dukes. She ain't wearing that, man. But guess what? Christianity is made us lack masculinity, man. And that's why our house is upside down. That's the reason it's upside down, man. If you're a man and if you're a man and you tell your woman what to do, guess what? They say you're controlling, man. You're a man and you tell your kids what to do. They say you're controlling, man. Let them grow, man. Let them learn for themselves, man. They frown, man. That's why a black man don't want to be aggressive. A black man don't want to be what he was made to be, man. We done.
It's like verse 5. And if a man also strive for mastery, yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawfully.
There you go. So they're going to something else. But give me Phil, man. Phil, man, one-on-one. I know it's a book no one really goes to, so it'll take you a minute.
Oh man, yeah, definitely not. Man,
Guess what? Your pastors ain't not soldiers, man. So if you're looking for your pastor to start drugs and black crime, then listen, man, it's not gonna happen. If you got hope in a pastor and a vicar and Joel Osteen, as soft as they are, drugs will never start being sold, man. If your hope in life is a Christian pastor and gospel music, guess what? Drugs will always be sold, man. Black people will always go to prison, man, because these church pastors can't fix nobody, man. They ain't aggressive enough, man. In the Bible, Christ cast out demons, man. Look at that word cast. That word cast means to throw something with force and aggression. That's how you cast out demons, man, by being strong. You don't cast out demons by being weak, man. You don't cast out demons by holding hands, man. You cast out demons by being strong. And if you're some pastor, that now I can see why everybody smokes weed, man. Because your pastor ain't strong enough to get people off weed. Now I can see why every woman are whore, but not every woman's luck, yeah. It's a luck, yeah. A lot of women are whores, man. Because your pastor ain't strong enough to tell them not to become whores, man. He's too scared of him. He's scared of what they might say, what they might do to him. And now I can see why every black man's so you can say every a lot of black people are in gangs, man. Because your pastor ain't strong enough to get him off, man. He ain't strong enough to help. He ain't aggressive enough, man. So like it says. Well, yeah, there you go, man. The pastor wants the numbers and the ties, and your pastor cares about your feelings, man.
Right.
No one ain't all, but God knows your heart, man. You know, you're working on it, man. With the I.S.U.P.K, we are masculine and blunt, man. We'll tell you, listen, man. You know what I mean? Being a homosexual is wrong, man.
That's right.
We watch your face drop and your heart sink into your belly, and we don't give a damn why, because it's the truth, man. And guess what? We don't do it because we like to see people's faces drop. We do it because we love him, man. And we don't want to see you. We don't want to see you dead when Christ returns, man. We want to see you with a crown on your head when Christ returns, man. That's why we do it, man. So luck you. So luck you. Just like if you got a cracking cousin and you chain him to the radiator so we can't get no more crack, man. You're gonna see snot running down his nose, he's kicking and screaming, and he's in pain and he's trying to get that crack, man. But you love him. So even though he's in pain, he seems hurting, you can see, you know what, I can't bear to see you get crack, man. I don't want to see you dead in some alleyway of some overdose, man. And because I love you, even though you're in pain and screaming, I'm gonna change to the radiator, man. Cause I love you, man. And likewise in the UPK, we see your face drop, man. We see you at home. We see you at home, man. Thinking to yourself like, raw. Crawford spoke to kind of hard. You know what I'm like? You know what? Crawford supposed to be kind of rough, you know. Yeah, I know it hurts, man. So lucky, but I don't do it because I like to see you hurt, man. I want to see you change. I don't want to see you on cigarettes, man. And that's why I said what I said, man. Likewise, I've seen, you know, you said drug dealer on crack, spazzing around, rolling over, getting cold sweats, and it looks rough, man. But we don't want to see you dead, man. And likewise, we got to change to that radiator, man. It's lucky, the one.
I said, what you said is right. Like even the word to repent, it's not a soft thing. If you look at the etymology of it, it means to return radically. So it's not like you repent softly. It means it's a change that you make immediately in an aggressive way.
There you go, man. Repent means to change rapidly, immediately, man. Not I'm gonna smoke his last cigarette and maybe hopefully now, man.
Right.
Be strong. How do you beat demons? By being strong, man. How do you beat weed, man? By having weed right here in front of you and say, I'm not smoking that.
That's right.
By being strong and say, I'm not gonna force that. I'm not doing it, man. By seeing a man's woman and turning your head away, I'm not gonna, man. Well, hopefully one day, you know, I'll just pray. And one day cigarettes will just, you know, be less addictive. They don't work like that, man. You beat it by being strong, by being masculine, man. And black man, listen, you go all the way if you have to. You go all the way if you have to, man. I don't care how ridiculous it sounds. If you're a black man who smokes cigarettes and you go on the bus and you smell cigarettes, just so not go back, get off that bus, man. Get the next one. If you're a black man, you're to fight cigarettes and you go to a bar and you smell cigarette smoke, you gotta be aggressive, man. You gotta go say, you know what, I'm coming out of this bar. I'm going to a library. I'm going somewhere else where we don't smoke cigarettes, man. If your neighbor smokes cigarettes and the smell's coming under your door, you better get a wet towel, man, and put it under your door, man. That's how you beat demons, by being aggressive, man. By being crazy. By being crazy, doing things out of the ordinary, man. Anything it takes to beat that demon, that's how you got to do it, man. And that's how you do it, by being strong, not by praying. I remember I had a Christian auntie that said that she smoked cigarettes. And one day, it's a true story, mind you. One day, she kept praying that one day she'll start smoking cigarettes, and one day she put the cigarette to her mouth and it tastes so bitter in her mouth, man. Listen, black man, that's garbage, man. That is garbage, man. Why can't people get off cigarettes? Do anyone know why cigarettes are hard to kick? Does anyone know?
The demon.
Yeah, that's true. But why are demons? Why is nicotine hard to kick?
Oh, because it's addictive. Sluggy.
There you go. It's addictive, man. Things that are addictive taste good, feel good, make you want more and more and more, man. So guess what? Cigarettes will always taste nice, man. Cigarettes will always feel good, man. If you're waiting for them to one day not feel good, then you're gonna die, man. You're gonna get lung cancer. The day you listen, there's people out there who's got amputated arms and legs and lung cancer still smoking cigarettes, man. That's how delicious it is, man. There's only one way to beat it, man, by being strong, by being aggressive, by being crazy for the laws of God, man. That's the only way, man. Then they will never, them whores, you think them whores one day are gonna look less attractive? Them whores with the STIs that's giving it up, they want you for your money, you're gonna pray on it, really, and one day they're gonna look less attractive, they're gonna look less curvy. It's like, yeah. It's like, read that Philemon 101.
Philemon, chapter 1, verse 1. Paul, a prisoner of Jesus Christ.
And this is Paul speaking right here, man. This is a letter Paul's giving to the brothers in Philemon. And like every letter Paul writes, he introduces himself. You know what I mean? Just like every letter you get a letter from the gas company. It will say, you know, we're calling from British Gas, we're calling from, you know, N Power, whatever the case may be. So Paul saying, it starts off with Paul, a prisoner of Christ, man. Oh, it's all right. You know what I mean? Like Paul's a prisoner of Christ, meaning Paul's married to this work, addicted to this work.
Right.
He's not free from Christ. He's bound by Christ. When he got to this work, he got to serve Christ, man. That's what it means by a prisoner of Christ. Like, I mean, I can't do what I want to do. My life's to serve Christ. I'm his prisoner, man. Keep it in.
Prisoner of Christ. And Timothy, our brother.
And Timothy, so Paul saying, I'm writing, me and Timothy are writing. Like, you know, we on the phone and you say, oh, Precious says hello. That's what Paul's doing here. Paul says, Paul, a prisoner of Christ, and Timothy, who's with me as well. Keep it in.
Timothy, our brother, unto Philemon, our dearly beloved and fellow laborer.
And saying, I'm writing to Philemon, a fellow laborer, a man that works with us, man. A man that's in the truth with us. A laborer is a man that works with you. To labor means to work. And he's saying Philemon's a fellow laborer. And Paul's writing his letter to him. Keep it in.
Verse 2. And to our beloved Aphion.
That's another brother that Paul wrote with. So Paul's writing to Philemon, Theon, another brother that wrote with Philemon. Read on.
And Archippus.
Oh, the greetings coming rough. Don't swear it. The greetings coming rough, man. Don't swear it, man. You know, like imagine Hannah says, don't worry about speaking Greek. You don't speak Greek, man. You know what I mean? There was a fake Israelite in GMS, man, claiming he's a Greek scholar, man. You know what I mean? Remember that one back in the day? It's like a side joke, but carry on.
And Archippus, our fellow soldier.
A fellow what?
Our fellow soldier.
And the men that work with Paul consider them soldiers, man.
Right.
So these men are our fellow soldiers, man. A soldier ain't no bitches, man. So lucky, excuse my French, man. Soldiers ain't no punks, man. Soldiers don't sing, get the shackles off my feet so I can dance, man. They don't sing, he got the whole world in his hands, man. They don't sing this sort of light of mine, man. Soldiers are men that go through hard times, man. Right. Go through trivial times, man. And these are the type of men that work with Paul, man. These rough brothers here, man. These rough brothers here, man. So like, someone get the scripture, man, when Peter cut off the soldier's ear, man. Anyone know what that is?
Let us. Let
me get that for you, man. Let me tell you about the men of Christ, man. They weren't no punks, man. The men of Christ were road. Let me say the men of Christ were road men. I said it, man. They were road men. There was fishermen, men on the bottom, men from the ends, and Christ saw these men and said, you know what? I'm gonna turn these men into kings, man. I'm gonna turn these men into priests. The people that everyone look upon and frown upon and look down upon them, I'm gonna turn these men into priests of God, man. Give me John 8, give me John 18. John 18 and about 10.
John 18.
John 18 and 10. Then Sir Iman
the mic on. Oh. So this is John 10. So Christ is about to get captured by the Philistines, man, the high priest. Not the Philistines, what I'm talking about? The Pharisees, the high priest. And this is where we're at right now. The black leaders, the Pharisees at the time conspired to set Christ up, man, lied on him in court. And this is where we're at right now. Now they're about to get Christ.
John 18 and 10. Then Sir Iman Eater, having a sword, drew it.
So these Pharisees came to get Christ. They came to arrest him, man. Christ had a warrant out for his arrest, and these men came to get Christ, man. And guess what? Christ's right hand man was strapped, man. He's about to get chingy. It's like it was strapped, man. And he pulled out his sword, man. These men were rolled. They don't know soft. They didn't have no tambourine on them. They didn't roll no tambourine. He had a sword with him, man. What's the sword for? For protection, man. For protection, for harming anybody that wants to harm you. That's what it's for. And guess what? These men of Christ had that. They had it with them. It's lawful to defend yourself, man. It's lawful to have a weapon, man. These men had it. These men are not the men you see in the Christmas play, man. They weren't the men you see in Christmas movies. They're not the men you see in the Passion of Christ, man. These were black men that were strapped, man. What do you call black men that are strapped today? You call them roadmen. You call them Jews and dogs. What do you call a black man who's a fisherman and got a weapon? You call him a roadman. What do you call a black man today with a minimum wage job and a weapon? You call him a roadman. You call him scum. You call him nothing, man. But guess what? Simon Peter was a fisherman, and he was strapped also, man. He'll be what the roadman today, man. Kiwi did.
And smote the high priest servant, and he cut off his right ear. And
Simon Peter cut off. They came to arrest Paul, like Christ, sorry. And Simon Peter drew his sword and cut off his ear, man.
Right.
What's that saying about Simon Peter, man? What's that saying about Christ's right hand, man? Not only did he have a weapon, he was skilled with that weapon too, man. He was skilled with that weapon too, man. You know how much precision it takes and practice it takes to cut a man's ear off. These weren't no punks, man. You know how do you get that? How do you get that precision to cut a man's ear off, man? You know what it means? He was training, man.
That's right.
And he was training with that sword. He was sharpening that sword. He was going to practice with that sword. That's a man of God right there, man. And was he a road? Was he some goon? Was he some killer? Nah, man. That's precision right there, man. Today they call that a warning shot, man. You know when you both shot in the air saying, yo, if you take one more step, yo, this is gonna be a problem, man.
That's right.
Got a man's ear off, and that's the man that rode with Christ right there, man. A black man with a sword, trained with it as well. That mean he was practicing, man. Day in, day and night, man. Your pastor, what's he training for, man? Your pastor that don't do no YAHANNA, man. Every man in the I.S.U.P.K, every officer in the I.S.U.P.K is trained, man. Trained to defend himself, man. We're the real disciples of Christ, man. We're trained to defend ourselves, man. We got Shamar, security, the whole nine, man. What happened with Dylan Roof? A white man went in the church and killed everybody, man. They weren't trained with no YAHANNA, man. They weren't trained how to fight, man. They weren't trained how to defend themselves, man. You know why? You know why they weren't trained? Because they were too busy singing songs, man. They were too busy praying that hopefully nobody will come in the church and shoot someone. But the I.S.U.P.K make sure no one comes in our church to shoot somebody.
That's right.
You're hoping while we're making sure. You're praying that one day you won't like cigarettes no more. When we make sure we won't smoke cigarettes no more. That's the difference between the church, man. They're singing and dancing. Meanwhile, we're getting it cracking, man. That's the difference, man. So like, give me Matthew real quick.
God.
We were at Matthew. 1 second. Give me Matthew. It's like it's Mark. Give me what? Mark 1:26. You know, long had brand. Yeah. Wait till done. Wait till done.
God, Mark. Chapter 1, verse 26. And when the unclean spirit had torn him.
Slack. If you could. Start from. We were at 26.
God. Mark chapter 1, God. Yeah, verse 26.
Start from him. Just 1 minute. Bear with me a second. Mark 1, is it, yeah?
God.
$26, yeah. Give me Give me 23, please, Baba Shah.
And Mark chapter 1, verse 23. And there was in their synagogue a man with an unclean spirit, and he cried out.
Sorry, hold that. There's a better one. Same account, but better. 1 second. Bear with me. I think it's Matthew 101. Sorry, it's Mark. Sorry, Mark. I mean Mark 9. Slakia.
What verse, Lakia? What verse?
20. Give me verse 20. Yeah, give me verse 20.
Verse 20. Mark chapter 9, verse 20. And they brought him unto him, and when he saw him, straightway the spirit tear him, and he fell on the ground.
Okay, so there's a man that had a demon on him, man. And when people think about demons today, they think about the exorcist, man. Demons today are what you call sicknesses today, man. Like bipolar, depression, anger. That's what demons are. And Christ saw a man with a demon unto him. In fact, a man and his wife brought Christ to their son who had a demon on them because they wanted Christ to fix his brother, man. And that's where we're at right now. When the demon saw Christ, he tear him and fell to the ground. Why? Because the demon don't want to leave, man. That demon's been in you ever since you was molested, ever since you was young, ever since you first had your traumatic experience, man. He ain't trying to leave. When he saw Christ, he went crazy, man. That demon ain't going out without a fight, man. That's why when you put down weed, the demon leaves. But guess what? That demon's always trying to pull you back. That demon wants his house back, man. And that's why when Christ saw this man with a demon went crazy because the demon ain't finna leave, man. Keep it in.
He tear him, and he fell on the ground and wallowed, foaming.
And wild foaming, man. In pain, man. This is some of your demons you got today, man. Like cerebral palsy, man. Sickle cell. In agony and pain. See brothers curled up in a ball, man. In agony. Keep it in.
Verse 21. And he asked him, and he asked his father, how long is it ago since this came unto him?
And Christ asked his parents, man, so how long has his boy been like this, man? Keep it in.
And he said, of a child.
And they said from a child. He's been like this from a child, man. From his, well, not from his born, but from his young. Keep it in.
Verse 22. And oft times it has cast him into the fire and into the waters to destroy him.
Now, what's that called, man? Anyone know what's that called when a demon gets you to jump into the fire, man? Or cut yourself, man? Or jump into some water, man? What's that called, man? Anyone know?
Suicide.
Suicide or self-harm, man.
Self-harm, yes.
You think, oh, I'm just depressed. Let me cut my wrist, man. Nah, man, it's that demon. That's trying to get you to kill yourself, man. You think I'm depressed, man. Let me just end it all, man. Because I need to make this pain stop. Let me jump in some water, man. I'm reading the Bible, and the Bible saying a demon will make you jump into the water, man. A demon will make you jump into that fire, man. That's what you call self-harm today, man. The suicidal thoughts is a demon, man, trying to get you to kill yourself, man. A demon job is to make you kill yourself, man. A demon got you smoking weed. Why? Because he wants you to get lung cancer, man. A demon is the reason why you're a whore. Because demon wants you to keep sleeping around and get that AIDS, man. A demon is the reason why you keep smoking cigarettes. He wants you to get cancer and AIDS and gonorrhea and clap, whatever the case may be, man. A demon wants you in a gang, man. He wants you to get hit by a bullet, man. His job is to kill you, man. And when you're having suicidal thoughts, when you want to harm yourself, you want to cut your wrist, slit your wrist, and so forth, it's a demon trying to get you to do that, man. Read that part again.
And he asked his father, how long is it ago since this came on him? And he said, of a child. And oft times it had cast him into the fire and into waters to destroy him.
Man. And oftentimes it cast him into the water and into the fire, man. Right. So you seeing him, you ain't see the demon telling him. You're seeing him jump into the fire, man. You're like, what's wrong with this guy? Like when you see a man cutting his wrist You don't see the demon telling him to cut his wrist. You just see him cutting his wrist, man.
Right.
And call it self-harm. When you see a man depressed talking about, I'm going to jump, I'm going to do it, man. I'm going to do it, man. You don't see the demon talking to him, saying, no one likes you, man. Your mom not like you, got to end it all, man. It's better if you're gone. When you're gone, there's no pain, man. You just see him doing it, man. And likewise, Christ, the family said the demon cast him into the fire, man. But if you didn't know the demon, you see the brother cast himself into a fire.
Right.
You see the brother himself trying to commit suicide, man. You wouldn't know it's a demon, man. Keep reading.
God. But if thou canst do anything, have compassion on us and help us.
And they say, listen, if you can do anything, please help us, man. If you can, help us. You know what I mean? At the moment, they see the demon, they're like, I don't think, if you can. If you can't understand, because boy, who can do such a thing, man? But if you can, help us, man. Keep reading.
That's right. Verse 23. Yahushua said unto him, if thou canst believe, all things are possible.
Christ, listen,
him
he said, if you believe, it's possible, man. You know what I mean? If you believe, it's possible. A lot of people don't do things. Why? Because they don't believe, man. You know who believes? The white man believes, man. The white man believed to go to Mars. And guess what? He went to the moon, took a spaceship, went to the moon. The white man might take over the whole globe, but he did it, man. And like us, we got to believe, man. We can believe that we can do this, man. The I.S.U.P.K, we can cast out demons, man. We can fix brothers, man. We can turn the whole community around. We can do it, man.
That's
but
right.
What, black people, we put our trust in the white man and the pastors, and they can't do it, man. We can do it, man. We're that small mustard seed that's going to grow into a big tree, man.
That's right.
And that can only happen if you believe you can do it, man. Keep reading.
Verse 23. And Yahushua said unto him, if thou can believe, all things are possible unto them that believe. Verse 24. And straightway the father of the child cried out and said with tears, Lord, I believe. Help thou mine unbelief.
Keep reading.
25. When Yahushua saw that the people came running together, he rebuked the foul spirit, saying unto him, thou dumb and deaf spirit.
What did Christ say? Read that again.
When Yahushua saw that the people came running together, he rebuked the foul spirit, saying,
Christ rebuked the foul spirit, man. Christ was masculine. Christ went to the brother, man, rebuked him, man. Charged him, fixed him up, man. Say, what the hell are you doing, man? Jumping into fire and so forth. Listen, you're not going to do that, man. Fixed him, charged him, rebuked him, man. Christ didn't put hands on him and pray over him. Oh, you should be better now. Christ did that, man. Rebuked him, strong. That's how you cast out demons. Look at the word cast in the dictionary, man. If you cast a stone through somebody's window, you throw it hard for a window, man. That's how you take out spirits, man. And guess what? Your church, they ain't got the tools, man. They ain't equipped for this job, man. They want to bang a tambourine and be nice and soft, man. Therefore, nobody ever will get fixed, man. It would never happen, man. If you see a man in the road and the car's coming, do you sing to him? Do you tell him nicely, come out the road? You shout, yo, come out the road when the car's coming, man. That's the aggression you need, and they ain't got that aggression, man. So, like, let me ask you a question before you forget again. Go ahead. There you go, man. The Lord said we're stiff-necked people, man. Black people are hard people, man. You can't come to us all nice and stuff. Please, Tyrone, put the weed down, please. Tyrone gonna tell you where to stick it, man. Tyrone gonna tell you where to, you know what I mean, where to shove it, man. Tyrone ain't having that, man. You have to be strong with black people, man. The Lord said in the book of Ezekiel, make your face hard against theirs, man.
Right.
They're hard-headed. You be hard-headed also, man. The Lord said, listen, your voice like a trumpet, man. That's the people we're up against, man. That's how you cast that demon, by being strong, man. Keep it in.
Okay. Thou dumb and deaf spirit, I charge thee, come out of him.
And Christ, I charge you, I command you, man. You better get out of him right now, man. I charge you, come out of him, man. That's how Christ look at the demon. I've seen loads of so-called exorcists in my time. I've seen loads of so-called blessings in my time. I remember at church, a girl had a bad leg at church, and my pastor was praying over her leg. He was touching her leg like this and closed his eyes, man. I was like, shit, that leg ain't gonna get better, man. I saw how Christ cast out demons, then I saw how my pastor cast out demons, and I can't see it working, man. The way my pastor did it, I can't see it working, man. I've seen a sister brought her son to church because her son kept going in and out of prison, man. And my pastor prayed over him, and he probably was in prison next week, man. What I saw my pastor do was nothing like what Christ did. He'll probably be in prison tomorrow, man. Probably still on weed, man. How Christ cast out demons, how your pastor cast out demons, It's not the same, man. They want to bang and sing a tambourine. Meanwhile, we're aggressive with ours, man. Keep reading.
Come out of him and enter no more into him. Verse 26. And the spirit cried and rent him sore and came out of him, and he was as one dead.
See, remember I said earlier, so the spirit left him, his addiction left him, the disease left him, and he was like one that was dead, man. You know the one, you know when you got a weed demon, and we fix that weed demon, man. You're no longer smoking weed, man. Have you seen a recovering addicts? They're all tired and oh man, I just want a drink, man. I just anything for a drink, man. Oh man, they missed that weed for a bit, man. They're still tired and oh man, need some weed, man. But in time they'll get better, man. What it is, you're getting better now, man. And this ain't you ain't used to it. You ain't used to this. You used to being high. You used to being drunk. So right now you're like one that's dead. You're like, oh man, I just don't feel right, man. Recovering addicts feel sick. The vomit and so forth. You know that in it. They feel sick. They like no power left, like no energy. They vomit a lot, have cold sweats and so forth. Like one that's dead. You've been ill your whole life. Like you don't know how it feels to be well, man. And you're like one that's dead, man. You got no energy left. And that's what happened with your brother right here, man. When Christ healed him, his brother was like one that was dead. He was out old, man. But anyway, that's the class. Anyway, I'm gonna hand it over to priest and prophet of 10,000, Captain Parasha, and still at the top one for reading, man. I appreciate it, man.
So let's do this hand.
Slack it on. Yeah. Oh man, to up one.
God.
You see the. Oh, I'll tell you later. Don't worry. You see the cut about drinking across. Oh, that was hilarious. Across the line. So luck, yeah. If you ain't seen it, not gonna see that, man. That shit was that. When you see Jennifer Hyman get mad like that, you know you done messed up, man. So luck, yeah.
That's right. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA, ruled for they knew a brother and sister. When they knew a brother or sister come to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will call each other. After these 6 months, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8 to 10 means 10th ma'ashra, 10% of any increase you receive from the Lord. Priest fund, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holiday is Hanukkah on the 9th of December. So it'd be here, 394 Lodge Road. You know what I mean? Postcode B18 5PW. All Akim and Aqua, check the bulletin board in the hallway and check all I.S.U.P.K social media. So Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and the Google My Business as well. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and scarves. And with that, we're going to give the teacher one courtesy salute for the time. So, men of Israel, I'm Madim Shabbat, I'm Madim Barak, Yahweh Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
Yahweh Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
Yadim Matah. And we're going to say Sa, which means 10. For the sisters, I'm Madim. We're going to give the sisters one courtesy salute as well. Men of Israel, I'm Madim Shabbat, I, Maryam, Barak,
Yahweh Shema Al-Thaba Hashem Yahushai.
Yahweh Shema Al-Thaba Hashem Yahushai.
Yad Yamata, class dismissed.